How are you, gentle sprouts? メインスクリーンオン、主様。
Hey everybody, I'm streaming after a really long time. Gonna be playing some Rune Factory. I've just it's kind of just been the thing I'm into now. I'm gonna start with number 1. I've played through number 5 and now I'm on Guardians of Azuma. Just to see, you know, how the game starts, kind of feels like right around number 4 that just kind of went a little garbage in the writing. So let me see if it was garbage to begin with. Seribot's not here. Seri, what happened to you? Yeah, Seribot's not here. Let me summon Seribot. Okay. Get in my chat. Oh, it needs to be re-offed. There we go. Serbot, you in my chat yet? I guess it's set up. Anyway, let's get the game up and running. Switch to 3DS. Switch to 3DS. When was it? 2? I don't remember my own codes! Anyway. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully the game audio comes through. I should have a controller set up. Yep. So, this is gonna be real kinda Hey Joseph, welcome in. Gonna be playing some Rune Factory soon. Why are my captions not popping up either? How about now? There we go. Everything's all broken when you haven't streamed for like 500 years. Anyway, like, I'm used to playing Ring Factory 5 and like the new Guardians of Azuma, so there are a lot of quality of life improvements that are not going to be in this game, and it's going to be rough. And it does say in Japanese, Shin Bokujo Monogatari, New Harvest Moon, or Bokujo Monogatari Farming Story, which was changed to Harvest Moon, which, oh boy, Harvest Moon, Story and Seasons, that whole trademark thing. Now, if you notice, it's not English voices. This is the undub. I refuse to play games in dubbed version. 'Cause, like, I just don't like the voice acting in English games. They just never match the characters. It's like, if you have like this character who's voiced by a girl, I'm pretty sure in the English version he's voiced by a dude, which makes him sound all the different. NORAD and Cardia do in fact show up in RF5. I can't go on. It should be noted that every Rune Factory protagonist has amnesia, caused by various things. In RF4, you fall from an airship and crash into a dragon. RF5 is spell circle nonsense. Guardian of Azuma, you fall from a dragon and crash into a shrine. And that's the end of the game. We died. That's it. Game over. Nah. I take it this is the, what they call the de facto, the true path. Because she's in the intro. Yeah, I've never seen anyone actually on the verge of collapsing before. Well, I've been walking for days with no food or water. After 3 days, you die of dehydration. Oh, that's not healthy. No shit. Hold on a sec. You can have my hoe. Okay, he's on the verge of exhaustion and he used the hoe. He should be knocked out again, because, you know, it's Shin Bokujo Monogatari, and if you use your stamina up, you will pass out. Actually, I was hoping for some water. Alright, water. Okay, just one moment. Try this watering can. Yeah, water him like a plant. Drink it out of the watering can, dude. Just come on, man. If you're that thirsty, you will. Is there something else that you need? I like just random guy shows up out of nowhere and she's like, here, have some farming tools. Who does that? I meant some drinking water. Oh, sorry. It's just that the way you look and all, I just thought a hoe and a watering can would be more your style. Ah. Okay, be right back. Some water and bread. Good old bread. Even though I think like the first recipe you usually ever learn is pickled turnips. Or at least in RF5 and Guardians of Azuma it's pickled turnips. I can't remember 4. It's been so long. Oh, it's nothing. You're not from this town, are you? Are you on a trip or something? Well, to be honest, I don't really know myself. What do you mean you don't know? I don't remember where I was before coming here. I don't even know who I am. You mean you have amnesia? Yeah, get used to it. That's a running trope through these games. Maybe. Do you remember your name? No. Well, everyone needs a name. Yes, name him like a pet, like he's your pet. Just pick a name. I'm just gonna name him, why does my D-pad not work? Oh buttons, you weird. Also, I'm just, you know, I can switch back and forth through screens, but oh god, it's like, when you turn up the texture, the texture mapping, and you're just looking at, like, the solid model, you're like, ouch. Those legs. Like, let me see. I turn it off without having to do a lot. Like, here's what you look like in 1X. Okay, you still look bad. Still look pretty bad. I was on 4. I'm gonna call him Laguna, just 'cause I think Raguna is a bit... I think it's supposed to be Laguna. Like, you know, the Final Fantasy VIII character. Who's really Squall's dad. And, like, the shock isn't, like Laguna's Squall's dad. The shock is, like, holy shit, like, Laguna actually got with someone to have a kid to begin with. I like it. I'm also gonna be, like, verbally changing the names of some of these things, cause Natsumi did a really terrible job, God damn it, got some kind of weird bug flying around. Localizing it, and unfortunately, Xseed kinda has to use their translation. Like, Silzaweed was, I think Silzaweed's actually mentioned here in number 1 as Ventus Will. For whatever reason, Silzaweed sounds a lot better than Ventus Will. And Terrible, or Terrablel, or whatever, which is like the main big bad of this game, is Protogreed, which there's a dungeon called Greed Dungeon, which is named after Protogreed, which it doesn't make sense when they change the name to something else. Thank you, Natsumi. It's like when they changed Earthmite to Earthmate, and you go into Guardians of Azuma, and it's like, oh, I see what happened here. You're called an Earth Dancer because in Japanese it's Daichi, which means Earth, and Maite, which means Dancer. Earth Mite, Earthmate. Which, you know, since we don't have Earthmite, and they don't use the Japanese, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, if they just said Daiichi Maito, you might be able to get mate out of it too, which would be like, that's why you're called an Earth Dancer. But, you know, Xseed does a kind of bad job on everything too. I'm actually kind of retranslating Guardians of Azuma as I go along. Missed. I want to go in and retranslate this game, but I don't see any tools for, like, dumping the script and redoing it. I'm trying to find an inhabited town. I haven't thought past that part yet. Hang on a second. Yeah, sorry about didn't turn that off. Sorry, bot, what are you doing? I'm wondering if, like, half the people that have followers only on are just, like, some bot turned it on, and since you can't see that it's on in your dashboard, they don't know it's on. Like, Seribot turned emote only and followers only on, and didn't turn it off. In that case, I have an empty house and fields that in a field you can use. I don't know what to say, but no, I couldn't possibly. Don't be silly, I'm not using them anyway. Besides, I mean what I said before, you look like a farmer. Howda, farmer? Do you really think I have what it takes to work a farm? I know, I think it'll be okay. Come on, this is gonna be so fun. A house in the field to the north. Alright, R is still Carbide Cave. Let me see. What are the dragons? They were also, I think they actually got retranslated as native dragons in the, in the newer games. They were called Elder Dragons before, but then I think they actually had Elder Dragons that were not the native dragons. Let's see, it's Protogreed, Flakeseed. No wait, Flakeside. The Flakeseed, yeah, Flakeseed, and Akunabeat, and then Selzoid. Which honestly, those four names sound way better than Terrible, Firesome, Aquaticus, and Ventus will. Like, Flakeseed, Protogreed, Akunabeat, I have the, you know, the EE in there, like, it's a thing. Also cheat codes. I might just be pausing the time sometimes. Because sometimes I think the time goes way too fast for me. This is my home and farm, what do you think? Not too bad, eh? Yeah, but I'm not asking you to let me work on the land here or anything. Don't worry about that, it's better for me to get all the help I can. I mean, I'm not gonna clean this mess up. But this is a field, I have not done any work on it for a while, so it's overgrown. That was a dragon in the intro. A mini dragon. Gotta protect the woman because she's completely useless. Yeah. You can fight with your farm tools. Let me, like, get this out of the way while I'm here. I managed to defeat it. Like, I think by 4, the people can join your party, so, like, they can defend themselves. I think I killed the monster. No, it's still alive. What? Weapons and tools of a kind of magic called Retornin. I think I looked that up, and yeah, it is Retornin. It's kind of a magic that sends the monsters back to their original place. Monsters are a kind of spirit. They originally come from different worlds than ours. It looked like its soul went to heaven, but in fact it returned to its real homeland, the First Forest. Forest of Beginnings. It gets retranslated as Forest of Beginnings. I'm glad I didn't kill it. I don't know if it's ever, like, explained why they come here, or how, like, the rifts happen. Anyway, I was impressed by you there. Did you learn your swordsmanship somewhere? I may have, but my memory... Oh yeah? That's beside the point. I want to know what the monster was doing here. Don't they usually appear above ground? There are people called Earth Mites who can summon the monsters. Earth Mites? There are people who can hear the Earth's voice. Some of them can communicate with the monsters. Some people in town live with monsters. This is the first time a fighting monster was summoned. They're all fighting monsters. Even the Moko Mokos will try and murder you. Really? Well, enemy, you saved me. Thank you so much. It's nothing. I really owe you for this. No, really, it was nothing. As a token of my gratitude, I'm gonna let you work here on the field. Yeah, as a token of my gratitude, you get to work. Okay, I'm so happy. Why are you doing so much for me? I'm not really sure. I feel that you have potential. Potential? Yeah, I feel that you seem to understand the ways of the earth. Is that so? I also feel that while growing vegetables, your memory may come back. Oh, really? In that case, I'll have to work on the fields for a while. Hey, just get out there and get working. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be fine. I played this game before. I'm gonna name my farm Joker. Well, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Here at lunchtime. I think that's the shipping bin. What was it? There's a way you can change what you're holding. Come back, I have questions suddenly. Let's just... There we go. Oh, oops. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm used to the later games where you just kind of like have one square and you put one seed on there. I swear it was left or right. let me read the cheat again. It's kind of like R plus up. You'd use R plus up to run. Okay. Is it even working? No, it's not. He looks so much better without that mustache. That director is always helping out. Not just that, everyone in town is thankful you came. I feel like my true self for the first time. I believe that it is vital for us to live in harmony with the earth. I'm the one to be thankful. Apparently the inspiration for Rune Factory was like Dragon Quest, because I don't know, that seems to be the inspiration for everything in Japan. Town practitioner. Not the town doc, is a town practitioner. And now you can introduce yourself to a couple places. I ate it. Excuses your habit, but I shouldn't play trucks. Don't worry, they're going to hell. Wesley. You said church. Nah, I'm not religious. What's also interesting is that oh, I want to date him. Unfortunately, you can't. I have been a traveling salesman. Plenty of interesting things for sale. Really? Do I have more left? No. Right now it works. You know, if you don't enable cheats, you won't be able to enable cheats. it just not working? It might just not be working. I had to convert these cheats. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, this is the, Oros Cave. In RF5, they get rid of, seasonal things. Like seasonal places, to grow your vegetables. It's just farm dragons, which you think are seasonal, because there's like a, mountain pass. Get it? Mountain pass? Spring. That'd be nice, but she's a ghost, I think. It's kind of mysterious. Just leave me alone. Okay, I got it. I don't think there's any, yeah, there's no options. I can't turn down the music. So the music and the sound are gonna forever fight. Bianca. Beatrice, I'm thinking of. Like, it seems here that the character designs are, like, way better than in 4 Onward. Danan Cave. See, Greed Cave, Prota Greed. And then they changed the name. Actually, there's an always run cheat. Tell me there's an always run cheat. There's no auto run cheat. Misty Bloom Cave in any season. I think that's all the people you can meet on the first day. A day where no actual farming will get done. Oh, yeah, Xavier. My miss, you don't own her. I really wish in these games, like, they'd be like, the dude would actually say, yeah, she's not property, but they don't. I think there's a glitch to get up here. Like you press select or something. You can kind of like slide across it. And here's the sex border, which becomes... I can't believe they called it sex and didn't name it Zex, but... But yeah, that becomes important in RF4. I think that's where we came from. The Sex Empire doesn't have a very good track record. I think it actually is supposed to be Zex, because it's like German, but anyways. I'll go back and do the tutorial later, because I kind of remember, like, you hit R1 and... like... to go through your items or something. I think that little tune gets carried all the way over to Guardians of Azuma. But they make it a, you know, like, they make it in, like, the local instruments. Are you a de Viviage? Then why did you show up? Like, you just bust into someone's house and like, this smells. Like, why did you come into but never mind. It makes no sense. Oh, I forgot to water my crops. I just do. Where's the well?
こんにちは、主様。
Yes, thank you, Rentype. Where's the well? Well, where's the well? Oh, here it is. Right next to the ship. I'm used to like actual wells, not like here's a piece of water. No, really. Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess That's sometimes I really hate in the early parts of these farming games that everything opens at 9 and then you don't really have much to do because you only have like 4 seeds in the ground, 5 seeds in the ground, and it's like, okay, now what do I do? Nobody's open. Like, there should be, like, Sabrina, what that huge seesaw surprised you? It sure did. Who are you? I'm Sabrina. I run that seaside shack over there. My name is Laguna. Oh, you're the one Mist caught hold of. Shut out a bear trap and everything. Mist isn't a bad person. Much. Mysterious shell over there is what is connected to other worlds. Apparently you can exchange messages and items with people from those other worlds. But don't ask me how, I never figured it out. That's the Wi-Fi thing. I forget what it did. I want to say it does work now, that there is a Nintendo or Pretendo network. But, like, is anybody playing Rune Factory at 1:13 in the morning? If you want that, if you want though, feel free to try it out. Let's just poke at it for funsies. Oh, Melon AP, there we go. That's pretty cool. Well, there you go. You can connect to the network on this game. I think if you're on a real DS, you have to go into the DNS settings in the, you go here, you go to manual setup and in the auto-obtain DS, it's no, and then you'd edit these to go to the Pretendo network. Then again, getting your DS to work on modern hardware is like everything uses WPA, WPA2, and this is WEP, which is like really old. So, like, I have an old ass router I can kind of just stick in and like firewall a bit. I also have a Nintendo Wi-Fi USB connector. It's kicking around here somewhere. I have no friends. Let's see, did we get anything? Probably should be on that side. I sometimes keep forgetting the DS has a touch screen. Been discontinued. Okay, so it's connecting to the actual Nintendo site. Alright, let's see if we can set up Pretendo. Um... 3DS and Wii U. Okay, they're just on the modern systems. Weemify. God, I hate Cloudflare. Meanfly patcher. Friend code converter. Okay, how do I use it? Alright, what games? I want Nintendo. I want NDS games. I don't want all of them. Alright. Endless Ocean. Game is region locked. Endless Ocean Blue World is full support. I'm scrolling. Scrolling back up. Spectrum's partially working. That's another game I haven't heard in a long time. There has like 2 Spectrobes games, and then it kind of disappeared. Rune Factory is not listed at all, so I assume it okay. Rune Factory is under testing, so it's not. It's technically disabled because it's testing. Game enabled. Okay, the game is enabled. It's just under testing, which you can hide the testing. Alright, how do I make this thing work? You have to go to Wii Homebrew. And you gotta...
I'm a kitty. Meow.
You're not a kitty. Alright. Now they're gonna tell me how to connect to this, right? Probably not. Oh, you can, I guess, connect. Yeah, oh, well, Dolphin, of course. That's the Wii thing. Must complete the activation process. Activating process now! I think I just entered the DS. Alright, just tell me how I'm doing this. How do I get a friend code again? Oh, it's Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, like, never mind. I'm not playing Mario Kart Wii. I mean, that's like the main thing people are really using this for is Mario Kart. Because of course they are. Hey, Gizing, how goes it? The runes are runing, I guess. I'm trying to set up Wi-Fi on this, because you can set up Wi-Fi on this. It's like, they tell you all the things about, like, what you should and shouldn't do. But they don't tell you actually how to get on here. Like, about or anything. And the patcher is for Wii games, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Mario Kart Wii, and a couple other games. USB loaders through Dolphin or Homebrew, which I don't think that applies to the DS games, because, like, list of productive games. Tetris DS, SSBB, RIP DS Wi-Fi. I don't even think I have WPWA, whichever the protocol is unable on my router anymore. Yeah, WEP was so insecure. So it's Call of Duty, of course, Guitar Hero, for some reason, Mario Kart DS and Wii, Pokemon Black and White, Black 1, Black 2, White 1, White 2, Diamond Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Rusei no Rockman 3, Black Ace, SSBB, and Tetris DS. Those are the popular games. Mario Kart Wii, but I'm not playing Mario Kart Wii! Alright. IP? Okay, IP yes, DNS no. That might be the old server. I don't even think you need an account. I think this is the Google server. Oh, this is 11 days ago. Connection successful. Okay, okay, okay. You can see it's Melon AP because Melon DS has a built-in access point. You just hit the go button, automatically connect, and it's there. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Probably not. Since it's under testing. It's probably just gonna time out. Yep, there it goes. Let's see. This board's in German. Oh no. I barely speak German. I can hardly hear DS peripheral. Super clicky, I love it. Well, if you still have it, you can still use it. Well, that wasn't answered. And I don't speak that much German. But, yeah, I guess if you have Pokemon, like, you can trade real Pokemon or something. That might be for, was it the global trade thing? Okay. It says to switch the server. It could do with a lot more, testing. Okay. Does that give us anything? Oh, Wi-Fi user information for this DS has been saved in the game card. It worked! I just don't have any friends. Sad face. But yeah, you can Rune Factory online if you have any friends that Rune Factory. That is nice, and it works. I'm using an emulator, so doubly so. Everything opens at 9, and I have nothing to do because I watered my plants. Do you have a rod? Why, yes I do, right? Not like that. Fishing, let's go! Let me just water the ocean. I swear I could... I swear I could do it that way. Sardine. Oh, Saribot broke on me, by the way, so if there's any weirdness in chat, that's why. I had to turn off emote only and followers only, because like, without Sari, it doesn't automatically get turned off. I forgot that they made a Guitar Hero for DS. Like, how does it work? You're like looking at a tiny little screen. Where's fish? You only get 3 sardines. No, seriously, do you only get 3 sardines? The other games are like, you can fish as long as you want. You'll just probably run out of stamina. buy something. Nothing I want. Yeah, what are you doing here? Do I have to rumble somebody? Killing time, it'll kill you right back. I can't idle about like you're getting in the way of my business. Like, get out of here. You never change yet? Alright, I'm going. You going already? I had trouble with your mom. I wanted to go play at the beach. We'll do that next time. Yay. Oh, I guess she's married? Shrug? I don't remember anything. I don't remember yesterday. It suddenly turns into, Legend of the River King. Ice cream, pineapple juice, turtle shell, squid, sardine. Okay, I have 4 sardines. And I have sold my fish off. And forge anything you want! And commune? No, I don't want a hoe, I want a sword. What is it? Swords to plowshares? So what kind of sword do you want? A sword like Grimoire's sword. Grimoire's sword? Well, it ain't easy to get old though. I really hate it when they do these fucking English accents. I can't read that shit. I speak American. Can't say that before I even tried it out. I've seen you swing, you got no experience, you're full of fancy ideas. You know, fuddy duddies are the same. Like, I would probably date Camus as well, but like, this isn't that game. Like, it would be nice if they have a remake of 1 and 2 to where you can play a girl character and date the guys. Of course, they'd have to add more guys, because, like, I don't think there's a lot of guys in here that are dateable. I'm in a termite cave right now. I have no time to wash my face. I washed it 3 times already, Mummy. I'm off to the library. The bookworm. Hi, I'm a customer. That's another thing, is you can't date the single moms. Even when your character is supposed to be 18, I guess.
How are you, gentle sprouts? Main screen on.
Really? Did you do that? Switch to 3DS. Switch.
3DS 主様.
Okay, you just didn't do it. Stop doing that shit. This is the future of AI! It'll just switch your game. Maybe it was good. It's actually look at her name. I never remember 4 names. She uses Kisama, and then she says you're rude. Ah, the good old I look young, but I'm actually older. But it's not as bad. She doesn't look as bad as Rune Factory 4 gets. Or especially 5. Rune Factory 5 is, here's a child. You can marry her. And have kids. Have fun. And you're just like, what? Exceed, you left this in here? Like, there's really 2 characters that should have been shoved in the friend zone. Or they should have at least changed the artwork to make Fuka look like older and make Lucas look way younger. And there are actually mods to do that. Like, it actually takes Lucas down from 40 and puts him back into like 20 something. Cause your main characters are like 16 to 18 between there. I also want to say I like the color palette on this. The kind of muted colors. The one she suckered into staying with her. What do you mean suckered? Don't worry about it. Says it to everyone. Alright, in this game it's 5 PM. In Rune Factory 5 it's 8 AM. I want to say in like other games it's like 6 PM. It's actually in the PM, not the AM. This is a hold of you. Oh gods, it's something the matter with her? Nah. It's a bit strange, you know, and people just keep disappearing. Forget I said that last part. Okay, we've been in here. If I do get into editing this game, I might just get that, just shave that guy's mustache off. It just annoys me. It looks like it was just slapped on at the last minute. Books. Russell! You can't date him! Why do they do this kind of thing? Books are tasty. I used a kokehe? I think that's what they're in Japan, is kokehe? In this farm, yes. We also sell books at the library. A variety of interesting titles, so drop by now and then. Magic books. Like, why would you put all these pretty men in here and say, well, you can't date them? That's a lot of muns. I had certain, like, which of these are marriage candidates? Can you see it on here? Well, you can't tell here either, because they all have hearts. Hey, Gunma, how goes? To be my new edition of Magic Book. Sproutin' sprouts. I'm planning on playing this game like... I sit down, I'm like, I'm gonna, you know, stream this. And then I pick up, like, Guardians of Azuma and, like, just start on that, but... Nicholas might be somewhere in the church. I like whenever the stuff comes on the screen, they pixel out in the background. Felicity... Have you seen my memory? I think it's around here somewhere. Name the monster and you can get eggs from it. Is this Azure Dreams? Okay, he's the carpenter. I guess he makes the monster barns. Can't remember if this has monster barns or not. It's been so long. I was going this way, I guess. I can't remember 2 seconds ago. Yes, Laguna from TV's Final Fantasy VIII, starring Squall from Lion May Cry. And Knuckles. With Raido from Demon Summoner. Or Devil Summoner, whatever it's called. Way of thinking is like to help you become a success even if you go to the city. And the biblical alternative to Mist. Raido from Raido Summoner Raido. Which I think got a recent remaster, re-release, or sequel something or other. I don't know. Like, I never hear the game being played. It's like I know of its existence, but like I don't know anybody that plays it. Man sees something through to the end before speaking of his dreams. Oh, you're my rival farmer. It's not bad when you get used to her. Yeah, monster barns, monster huts. I think XE did a lot of like rehashing of the terms here, because I do know that they're called native dragons in like the later RFs. I'm using a bit of a pest around town. Like, it says a lot of them don't get much work done at all. Like, is that really the fact, or is it because it's based on your friendship level? Nothing so bad as to land him in a trial like that Kafka jerk. Yup. Turned into a bug. And milk comes in these pyramids. A Pikachu? Are they playing off of Pikachu? We sell electric mouse milk here. Seven huts, 4 monsters. You can build rooms underneath the huts. 2 underground floors per hut. Company domesticate. You basically enslave. Because some of these monsters are, of course, you know, they're like cat girls and shit. Rigor Samsa woke up one day to find himself something sprout. Indeed. And his parents were like, oh gods, you're a sprout now! And they, like, trying to shut the door on him. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet, Mr. Carpenter. Quick, have catgirl servants? And fairies, and like, it's really, you know, it's really unbalanced with like the monsters. Like, you'll have like a female human monster and like no human male looking monsters at all. And you're like... Or at least I'm like... hate it. And at the owner of the bar. There's so many people in this game. Yeah, where's my Bishi boys? Well, then again, this game is aimed at a male player audience. Please try to lead a meaningful life. It's the most important thing you can do. Why are you letting that guy with a beer bottle in here? Isn't that, like, not allowed or something? I thought that's not allowed. I know religion. I've been to church all of, like, 5 times in my life. And those were like weddings and stuff. But like... Oh, yeah. But like in number 4, why not? Like, why did they not put those kind of monsters in? Because, like, that's equal opportunity in 4 or 5, hopefully 6 is coming out. And Guardian of Azuma, from what I can see, there's no female human monsters. There's a Neko Musume, but if it's based off the Bake Neko, it's just like a cat. Just a regular cat. Oh, I'm a kid and I got to sit through church services for my mom's wedding recently. Speaking of monsters. Church services are just so boring as shit. I'm sorry, a country girl like me always gets things wrong. She didn't go hee hee, she went ah. You're from the countryside, but you've been a maid here for many years. Like, in the Secret Garden, like, I forget her name, is like from the country and knows how to do things. You gotta get a bit street smart, never mind, life's hard in this town. Bianca, those clothes really suit you, they're so cute! I think that's the deviviage of this, this game. Hey, praise me on my fashion sense! What, you're saying I have strange fashion sense? A strange sense of fashion? That's where you seem jolly. Yeah, the deviviages always have teeth like that. These are fine for today, but you can pick something nice for tomorrow, something to suit my mood. I take it she's the Shiori of this game. F-E. She's not such a bad person, she's just a little selfish. That makes you a bad person, like... Well, maybe not being selfish, but she's very condescending, which is different. She doesn't have many friends, you get no wonder. You know, if you want to talk seriously with me, you better clean your act. I've got it. Yo, Jasper de Viviage. Natsumi changed it to Saint Kokil for some reason? Now Bianca uses whips and has higher physical stats. Thanks, DGV, for making the woman you marry mostly a usefulness in battle choice. Yeah. Just for day Viviavili? Okay, well just call me Jasper. It's tough to remember my whole name. This is the first of 5 Viviage. Wait, no, 6 Viviages. I only know 4 is Porcaline de Viviage, and then 5 is Pomo de Viviage, and in Guardians of Asuma, it's Mauro no de Viviage, just Mauro Viviage. Mauro the Parfort Viviage, Parforte Viviage. And they're supposed to be Italian, not French. The richest person in town and also a gastronomist. Like, as far as I know, they're the chefs up until 5. In 5, he's the furniture carpenter person. Yeah, there's a lot of chow in Guardians of Azuma. Some tasty food. Search of new flavors. I assume that his design is based off of Gourmet from Harvest Moon Friends of Minimal Town? Let me see. Which you can actually date and marry. Oh gods, I forgot that Gourmet actually, what Gourmet actually looked like. Let's see here. Where is it? There you go. That's Gourmet from Rune Factory, or not Rune Factory, but Harvest Moon. Yeah, it's a Hideo Kojima game. Have they thrown the asexuals under the bus yet? Because they did that in the first one. And how many women have they thrown under the bus? But probably based on Gourmet. I want to say they get better, like, in terms of how they look later in the games. They don't look so weird, but they do look like that. They look that weird. Oh, and her name's Fragile, of course. Samurai ninja robot. That's a Rowland Great. It's a cute stone. Is that your treasure? My name is Cecilia. Everyone calls me Ceci. Ceci, I like stones. Give me your best stones. Yeah, but you know Hideo Kojima is never gonna get better. He was terrible in his first game, and he's probably terrible in this one. And of course, you know, the more people buy his games, the more his crap stands. He also has only made one game. What game is that? Voyage home again this year, I hope. Oh, that's the mayor. I'm really wondering why they actually needed voice actors in this game. I really don't think it adds to anything. The in-game betrayal for our authority figure. Oh, she's the sick anime girl with mystery anime disease. that needs a man to sweep in and get her the herb off the mountain. Snatchernauts, Gear Stranding 3, Delta, and Knuckles. Starring Dante from Devil May Cry. The biblical alternative to Myst. In the town for a long time. Friend, you shoutouts to Kojima's favorite films at the time. Do you have to, like, touch any women yet while trying to smack a bug? Inappropriately touch any women yet while trying to smack a bug? The cause is anime disease, don't you know? It's plot relevant. You're gonna need me to save you by getting the herb from, like, the mountain or some shit. Anyways, purchase of this game, I am part of the problem. Indeed! You said all that misogyny and stuff? Yeah, just serve it right here. And Fragile, the girl named Fragile, has a thing from the Addams Family shoulder neck decorations. The lace stuff? That move. I mean, there's always piracy, you know? You don't have to pay for the game. Lucas! This is my home, what are you doing here? Who are you? I figured out how to hack my PSV. It's pretty easy. Something browser exploit something Henkaku. And then when you have Henkaku, you can install something else that, like, can unlock it fully. And I forget if you're on the recent firmware, I'm trying to remember if there's like a firmware that it breaks being able to fully unlock it and it's only session unlocks. But all I know is that my PlayStation TV is hacked and my PlayStation Vita is hacked, and I have all of the games. Well, I don't have all of the games, because I have a really small, what is it, card duo? What the hell is that proprietary thing called? Oh neat, like PSP for a bit? A little bit, but I forget how you're really supposed to hack a PSP now. Even in PSP batteries didn't like flying back in the luggage mile. I remember I had to hack my PSP with a Pandora battery, I think it was called. And they're like, you only use this just to make the thing hacked. And then you just don't use the battery as a battery because it'll, like... It doesn't like being used as a battery anymore, because it's... Oh, it's too concerned ourselves with detail. The thing with a hacked Vita is you can get iPKG Manager on it, or PKG Manager on one of them, and you can just download them straight from the Sony servers. Like, there's a lot of games missing because the details are, like, the hash codes and stuff are missing, but, like, yeah. Yup. The 3DS and the 8 shop. I think it's called the 8 shop. I really fucking hate it when characters like, you're cuter when you're angry. Like, women aren't allowed to be fucking angry. They're not taken seriously. I'm gonna go break this guy's kneecaps. Yeah, I think it used to be called Free Shop, but I think it died and then it became 8 Shop. Which is about the same thing, but I think it looks very bare bones. Like, you can get, like, I think every game, but it is so bare bones. And I do believe you can get undubs of games if you want undubs of games. Like, they have those too and all the DLC and stuff. H-Doom, H-Anything apps or games. You don't want to download all the hentai games from the Switch eShops to your Switch? Show me your wares. Green seeds. Give me them turnips. Oh god, turnip seeds are expensive. Oh, that's radish seeds, but they're expensive as shit. The kid was like, Dad, what's a hentai game while browsing eShop? Yeah, I felt that if it had hentai in the title, it just should not be on the eShop. Even if, like, you don't see anything arrow in it, it just shouldn't be there with that title. Because, you know, kids are gonna look up the game title on maybe Google and they're gonna see things that they're not supposed to see. And I'm just like, Nintendo, why would you? But then I remember Nintendo has no standards now. Yeah, read words, do something. Yeah, it's the real PC 98 Mahjong games. Or the Keeks games that did that. The Keeks clone games. What's that? A cucumber? Let me get your cucumbers. We now have cucumbers. She's my rival! This is a Tokimeki game. Wait, no, it's not a Tokimeki. It's, it's one of the Harvest Moons that you actually have rivals, that you actually have to race to, like, marry people or you'll get, like, the legs kicked out from under you. I have one or two TG city games that are not very well advertised in HCANs, but I just stumble on them midstream. Yeah, it's not good to browse the eShop on a stream because of, like, the shit on there. Even though it's supposed to be, like, all safe for work and stuff, it's like... eh. Oh, on the Mister? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't... First quality of life is you can stack things in the modern games. To a maximum of 8, I think. But yeah, back in the day, it's one weed at a time. go individual reading. Yeah, they, still want to know what the hell it was. There's no reason to charge the first level. It only just does one square no matter what. Yay! Radish seeds. Radish seeds? It's supposed to be turnip seeds. Don't water your crops in the rain, got it? Or else. I'm wondering when I'm getting the axe and the hammer. Oh. Ah, that's pretty cool. Love daikon radishes. They're so thick and hard in anime, of course. Of course. I just like... Okay, that's pretty nifty. Being able to do that. You just auto plow. And I am out of RP. Our health goes down little by little, because it's not until Guardians of Azuma really know where it's like, yeah, you know, maybe when you just run out of rune points, you just can't do anything. Rather than, yeah, you start using your HP, and in some of these games, you just keel over. Which is like, thanks game, and oh yeah, if you press the button too many times with your weapon out, you'll do a combo that uses rune points? You don't mash or you die. Don't eat that! I doubt that this grass actually makes your luck any better. Put this back on the ground. I have actually died in Rune Factory 5. It just... whoopsie doopsie, I hit the button too many times. I guess I die now. That game does have like a save that you can turn on, and someone will sometimes pop out of nowhere and heal you. I wish I could go to like a bookshelf and like reread the tutorial stuff that I totally skipped over because I thought... Got an empty bottle? Mind your workload and don't farm Karoshi, please. But Karoshi is so fun! Everybody's doing it! Guess those are where the huts go. Number go up! That can't be bad, right? Alright, what is this place? This is the baths, is it? No, this is the item shop. We get productivity and we don't have to pay! Alright, this is where I get my axe and stuff, maybe? In at least the later games, the hammer and axe, like the weapons, can be used to chop and smash rocks, but it's not efficient. They really want you to use the farm ones. What's in here? Where are you? Oh yeah, that's right, you have that. Are you the bath? Egg. Alright, this is the witch slash ghost slash demon succubus character. I think they'll want to say there's one in every game. Egg. Why not? Just steal a bath. It's fine. It's just water. I mean, it should be free anyways. Looks to be 8, aka magically 300. What's her name? Melody? What's your name, Melody? On a oh, she runs the bathhouse. Like, all the characters look kind of like 8. But if you want to see some characters that are like, looks like they're 10 or 5, but they're really like 300 years old, that's Rune Factory 5. They give you 2 of them. They're dragons. And in Rune Factory 4, you can find a secret spot where you get to see Soulzaweed's human form, and of course, it's gross. It's fucking gross. And of course you have everybody going, I want to date the dragons. And it's like, you should be on a list. Plow about 100 squares. Okay, start plowing squares. Yeah, you know, and this guy's advertisement for the mobile game actually said, we've got lollies, and I'm like, they should have just kicked it off the Android shop right then and there. We cater to pedophiles! Okay, no. But, you know, Google doesn't have any standards, so why the fuck would they? I've reported, like, a lot of things that shouldn't be places, and, like, do they get taken down? Of course they don't. But, like, game that's minding its own business just gets taken down for no reason. Which is what happened, like, not too long ago. This conservative bullshit factory, Shout Collective, decided they're gonna pull a rape lay with a game called No Mercy and pressure MasterCard and Visa about it, and then MasterCard and Visa told Steam and all these places, you better take your adult shit down or we're not gonna process you. So Steam, Itch.io, maybe GOG, well, I don't think GOG has any. Maybe Epic, I don't think maybe Epic has any, like, just took it all down. And you know, the most horrible shit that they're supposedly supposed to be about is gonna stay there somehow. They're gonna be like, we're gonna censor it, but we're gonna make the patch really easy to get. Yeah, anything that was marked not safe for work, adult, or something else was delisted. And I know a lot of people mark, like, gore content not safe for work, or just even just unsettling content not safe for work. And, like, some people might mark their game jokingly, like Tax Simulator 5000, as adult content. When are you gonna be open? Nicholas, what the fuck are you doing in here? Like, they take a natural resource and fucking capitalize on it. Yes, taxes are absolutely NC-17 content. Well, I had to say NC-16. With parent permission. And then NC-18, you're on your own. me take a bath on this side with the little kid and the witch. Because why not? And some of the people on my Mastodon feed are like, they're like, they want to set up their own place to buy adult content, but they're like, it's such a can of worms. If you're not a big super huge powerhouse that no one can take down, like, if you fuck up once with whatever, if someone submits something that's not supposed to be, it's like illegal, you fucked up once and then you're just going to jail. Even though, like, you would have deleted it and banned the person had you gotten to it before, like, the feds do. But, like, Steam, you can just throw anything on there. Like, who's gonna, like, fight them? Like, oh, you have this illegal content on there. Steam's like, alright, we'll just, you know, wave our hand at it and maybe delist it or something for like 5 seconds. And then they'll just resubmit it under a different title. But another person on my Mastodon feed made a bot with someone else that basically, it just occasionally posts adult game titles, just the title, no context, no pictures, just the title, every few hours. That noise doesn't change over the versions. Actually, Guardians of Azuma doesn't have a skill up noise. Because you have skill trees. Wait, what am I doing? And, like, they came for the sex workers, and nobody stood up for the sex workers when it was the Tumblr thing where they're getting rid of all the porn bots. And then they got rid of Twitter, all the sex workers off of Twitter, and then they got rid of the Switter, which was the Mastodon sex workers, like, social media. And when they were gone, they... Let's see, what else did they come for? They came for, like, the 3-pixel dick for the game that was posted on Steam. Like, showering with your father or showering with dad or something. It's like, it's not even really an adult game, it's just... There's a nudity in there. 'Cause you're in the shower. That's it. And that's when Steam just started allowing anything on their platform. A sex ed, but our secretive version of that is super gross and awful, and isn't for you. I mean, Polygon Gamer and Jazz have, like, the worst bullshit ever. And nobody says anything about that. Like, Shadow Collective, really that game? That is just, like... That is tame compared to the shit I have heard about and, like, seen the descriptions of. That is, like, the tamest shit ever. It's pretty, No Mercy, it's pretty heinous, but, like, if that's the tame shit... But now that's a thing, so whatever. Like, if places had standards for porn games, like, can you not with the looks 10 but 300-year-old dragon? Can you not with the violence and stuff? Then they can be like, well, we don't have those games. We have standards, which I hate to say, you know, standards with like porn and stuff. Cause it sounds kind of, what's the word? Snobby, like, we have standards here. But then they can at least say, like, yeah, we don't allow that stuff, so you have no grounds to stand on. They could actually, you know, Steam can wield their, we don't allow that shit on our platform. And then smack them down, but... We have to regulate games, we won't make as much money. Cry, cry. Yeah, but then if when you don't regulate games, then, like, you know, some random no-name bullshit conservative thing can smack you down, even though Steam is also random bullshit conservative. It's like they're eating each other. Seed maker. Mix seeds with green of fire and they'll become butter seeds. The game tells you that person, random person I was watching the other day. Grow a vegetable with a butter seed and put it in the seed maker and out will come an even better seed. It's seed cursion. I'm sure there's money in it for them. Yeah, there probably is. Steam's probably gonna have a pay for adult game area or whatever. I mean, ultimately the Shout Collective is like, think about the children. We're trying to protect the children from CSAM. And it's like, we all know it's not about the children. Evangelicals and conservatives are gonna find something to object to. It doesn't matter how much you self-censor. Yeah. And the thing with Tumblr is they got rid of all the actual human being, like, stuff. But the porn bots are still there. They still post shit. Like, I'm sure the Shout Collective and Steam are now in the back rooms, like, deciding on how they're gonna proceed. Because they're, like, parts of the same animal. They just wanted to get rid of, like, those games we don't like. Yeah, there's a reason Shin Megami Tensei never made it over here. Like... Did it? I think the only time it officially made it over here was on mobile? Yeah, and Genesis Evangelicals, where Shinji needs to get in the giant Pat Robertson. Oh, and then there was Demi Kids, which is the butchered up version of Devil Children, where like you summon your kids with guns, summoning demons, like actual demons, and angels too, but like mostly demons. You can literally summon Satan. But you know, Satan's cute. Actually, can I get Devil Children Satan? I know there's a Devil Children Lucifer. Oh god, that's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, you can summon Satan. Where's Satan? Come on, Satan, where are you? Blah blah blah, nobody cares about Persona. Okay, let me get the one that's more colorful. Well, I'll just grab both of them. But yeah, you can summon Satan! I don't know why this one looks so good, because like... I think Demi Kids is like on the Game Boy Color. They call him Dreadolus. In English, they call him Dreadolus. It's my homeboy Stan. At least, like, the Shin Megami Tensei people aren't gonna pretend like Dreadolus is like the name now of Satan officially. I was thinking what the Demi Kids did censor side of the pentagram. It still has Lord Lucifer and all that. I also don't like that they changed the demon world, the heaven world, and earth, like Sekai, Makai, and Tenkai to like Dem, Lem, and something else. I kept getting them mixed up, and whenever they were like, Dem and Lem did this and that, and I'm like, which one was what? Hail Dreadolus just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Yeah, it's completely silly. But you know, we can't have Satan in our video game for children. There's also Devil Children Fire and Ice, which I want to play, but it never got translated. Okay, Devil Children Red, Black, and White, and I think White might be the, PSX remake? Was there a PSX remake? No, it's, no, it was like Pokemon. New character, but like... And you get a new demon. Which was Orthrus? It looks like it's Orthrus instead of Kerberos and Griffin. Let's see, Masaki, let's see, we have Isis, Moloch, Raguel, the angel. I see Harmel in there, but I think that might be the censored name because sometimes when they start, like, the Japanese descriptions, they just put the English names of shit. I'm like, and I really fucking hate it. If it's only in Japanese, put the Japanese names of shit. Okay, it's a chimera named Clay. And then Takaharu Ogi has a phoenix named Ray. They can have Lucifer? Yeah, they can have Lucifer. I don't know why. Well, I guess Satan is like the super big bad. Lucifer is like also the devil, but also like an angel. I guess. Well, knowing Lucifer is Satan requires knowing the contents of the Bible. I do believe the Bible doesn't say Satan is Lucifer. I do believe that's in a side, like a Gnostics. I was watching Esoterica on YouTube, and I think one of the recent episodes was about exactly that, about how Christianity is kind of fucked up because they have the Gnostics and a bunch of other Greek shit that they were reading. How am I supposed to forge a hammer when you don't bring me one? I need a fucking hammer. You're a blacksmith. Make me a goddamn hammer. I mean, it's complicated. Lucifer doesn't exist in the Hebrew Bible, but there are verses in the Christian translation that Christians say are about Lucifer. There is Satan's in the Hebrew Bible because it means opponent. And I'm trying to remember, like, I think in Arabic it's shaitan, right? Which also is like the opponent or something. You don't have the... Where the fuck do I get a sickle and hammer from? Give me your shit! Stone this child of Satan, knowing so much about the Lord is dangerous. Remember what God did to the serpent in Eden? I forget what happened to the serpent in Eden. Didn't it just, like, go away? You can marry Sussy if you want. That's why in Shin Megami Tensei 2, Satan works for God, because unlike the Book of Job, Satan is part of God's court. Yeah, Arabic is that word, but Iblis is different than the Jewish Satan or Christian Lucifer. Oh, hey, look everybody! This is the online thing. Connecting to Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, please wait a moment. What do you mean? I set it up last time! It worked last time! the right one. But anyway, you can get online with this game. I got online once. Seen a version of the tale, the serpent lost its arms and legs. There it is. There it is, right there. Connection status of your friends. I don't have any friends. If anybody, like, plays Rune Factory and wants to be my friend... I can add you as a... Okay, this is my friend code. You can add me as a friend in your real copy of Rune Factory, or your fake copy of Rune Factory. Which I thought was pretty neat, because, like, you don't think, like, the thing, like, the, First of all, when I first started up, Melon, it just automatically connected to Melon AP. The serpent lost his arms and legs and had to crawl on his belly as punishment. I mean, the Bible does say something like that, but, like, the early versions of the story was probably like a serpent because mythology like that. But the serpent being linked to the devil is a later thing, because the devil is a later thing. Like, I've heard that the reason it's a serpent is because it's linked to knowledge, because Athena was the goddess of knowledge, and her symbol is, like, the serpent, as well as the apple, or something. And the Caudaceus is just two serpents wrapped around a staff, because it's all about medical knowledge. And it's like, unless it's the one wrapped around the staff, or unless it's a game by Atlas and where you have to save people by drawing pentagrams. Like, when you start with the Bible, there's like a lot of... Most people think it just happened in a vacuum, and it didn't happen in a vacuum. We have, like, the Greeks, the Romans, whatever was going on in India, whatever was else going on in the Arabic Peninsula, whatever else is going on in Africa, whatever else is going on in Russia and the rest of Asia. But it themes from Mesopotamia and Southwest Asia. It's probably some fruit. Like, maybe even the pomegranate. Like, sometimes I hear it was a tomato. Like, just don't eat weird fruit off the ground. Or weird fruit from a tree. I mean, half of it is like, we don't know what the fruit... Is it really we don't know what the fruit is? Because it, like... We don't know... It's like one of those context things, like... Our recipes say 2 eggs, and you're just supposed to know they're chicken eggs. So draw links that aren't there because they're just seeing patterns that and aren't archaeologists. You gotta be careful who you listen to. Like, there's a whole thing comparing Jesus to a bunch of different gods, and that's a bullshit. I mean, the only thing I've seen, what was it, Moses? Was compared to, I think, Heracles? Because I think Moses, there was a serpent, and then Moses, like, killed the serpent when he was, like, a baby or something, and Heracles did that. I mean, the Bible does have the whole thing of making their heroes bigger than life, which is like a kind of just a religion thing in general. like the one Roman god or whatever that looks like a Buddha because of Silk Road trade. That's another thing. People don't remember, like, there was a Silk Road going on there. And they're like, this is an O part, and it's like, yeah, they traded with Asia. That's why there's Asian shit in Europe. Apple being the fruit comes from Latin, because apple is malus, which sounds like malus, which means evil. Malus versus malus. So that's a later thing. The Talmud has a few ideas of what the fruit is, but that's later too. Like, what are the ideas? I'm guessing it's some fruit that's either extinct or like it's destroy all apples. It's either like a fruit that like we no longer have, or it's probably not red anymore, or it's still around, but like no one just thinks that that's it. Of course I didn't. I have to sell it for money because you rich people aren't fucking giving your wealth away. Don't you think it'd be great if there was a town where humans, elves, and dwarves could all live together? Yeah, that's Fruit Factory 4. There's an elf, there's a dwarf, and there's a human. They all walk into a bar. Well then you can pay me to fucking do something about it. You're fucking rich as shit. How they got rich though? Hey, do our work, lol, pay, what nonsense are you speaking? Oh, do I get the hammer from her too? Got cheap axe. Of course it's a cheap axe! Rich people never buy like the expensive shit. They don't give you like the fucking gold axe of like you can smash 500 squares with it. It doesn't tell us, so we won't blame a whole species of fruit, but some rabbis said grapes or figs and a few other things. I mean, it could even just be a metaphorical fruit of knowledge, you know? Like, it's just not any fruit, it's just the idea of a fruit. There's that one translation about the ivy on the walls that gets translated all weird. Okay, well, the ivy on the walls is the weird translation of, like, the pony in the river? And Knuckles. Seeing enemies hanging out on the low tide walls of knowledge and Knuckles. Starring Dante from Devil May Cry, a biblical alternative to Myst. I'd really love to redo the graphics of these older games to like get the modern versions of the items and put them back in here to kind of pull it all together. Yes, there is some game out there called the Biblical Alternative to Myst. I forget the name of it, but yeah, one of the people I follow on Mastodon, I think Junebug, Juniper, I forget the rest of the name suddenly, played it. Because she was playing through, like, Myst, the biblical, not Myst, but the biblical alternative to Myst, and Pissed, and another Myst-like game that was, like, in the thing. after I've played it, and it contributes to my hatred of the mist. Like... Seriously? 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 I had some radish seeds, or did I plant those? I think I planted those. I planted those. Yeah, he wants to be under it. Yeah, he won't do it if he can't get under it. I'm not certain I can actually, like... But there's this stuff where people have that thing comparing Jesus to Mithras, Attis, Horus, and Dionysus, and it's all bullshit. People want to dunk on Christianity and make comparisons that don't make any sense or aren't real. Or say the Easter Bunny came from pagan traditions. It didn't. It's post-Christian. Doesn't mean there aren't valid comparisons to make. You gotta listen to people who actually study this stuff. Yeah, I've heard the one about the Easter Bunny from pagan traditions. And Santa Claus is also a recent invention, but it's based off of, like, other things.
Mame da.
Beans. Yes, beans. I mean, the word Easter comes from Ostara, I think it is, and I'm not certain if that's just a made-up thing the Wiccans made up. Or if it's like a Celtic festival or something, Celtic, Gaelic, all that. The Native towns had like Easter foxes, this folk tradition that just caught on. Easter Bunny hiding eggs just makes no sense. In later games, you can cut these with the cheap axe, you just don't get a lot of lumber from them. Then again, in the later games, you have two different types of stumps. You have like old worn stumps and like healthy stumps. Old worn stumps usually like give 3 to 4, and then healthy stumps give like a pile. Christmas decorations written in Viking warnings to others, warring groups of intestines and stuff, and I refuse to rewrite history in this history in my head. It was like a goddess named Oster in England, but we know absolutely nothing about her. In other languages, Easter is basically called the same thing as Passover. Take that, watering hole. I watered, of course I watered these. Bianca, I chopped all the wood. It's still not great. Can I have a hammer now? I can't build a fence with the wood, can I? I can build a fence with the wood. Okay. Hi, this is Bianca. No. I already gave you a cheap hoe. Or, yeah, a cheap axe. I'm not a charity. But, like, if you never go to Bianca, does she ever come to you to give you the axe? I forget how this game actually goes. Like, honestly, the beginning of this is kind of boring because you're just waiting for your turnip seeds. And you're just talking to people and you really don't have anything to give as gifts. And it takes place near Passover, and only isn't on Passover all the time because the church tried to remove Jewish influence. Christmas was at the winter solstice for complicated reasons. Christmas trees are also a post-Christian German folk tradition that might have come from earlier Christian paradise plays, but wasn't a thing until the late Middle Ages. Nobody remembers the Yule log, though. Runes, finally, in the title. Runes have the life force. For example, it can be said your rune points have decreased when you are tired after work. Now, rune points also restore. They are a life force and will recover when you rest. The best way to do this is to sleep in your own bed. Runes that were crystallized by the Earth's energy. For example, runes often shine early in the morning in places where vegetables and other crops are grown. Mods trying to rewrite my headcanon? We ate Christmas log growing up. I don't remember what a Yule log means though. Same thing. Yule log is like a log and I think you put candles or something in it or you burn it in a fire or something. It's like an ancient tradition thing. I think it just might be a simple celebration that winter is here. Cause you know, people need excuses to celebrate shit. Just so they can have excuses to like pile food together and eat it. Store runes by giving thanks to the blessings of the earth and taking the rune. I hear that for every 9 vegetables you can take 1 rune. Right. There are health points and rune point bars on the top left of your screen. What's a screen? What are these bars? Your RP will decrease when you use hose and other equipment. When you're about out of RP, your HP will begin to decrease. Take care or you will collapse when your HP reaches 0. Christmas log is delicious but hard to eat a lot of. Is Christmas one the one that is a rolled kind of cake or something? Oh, you can see the RP in the bars, Laguna. How strange. But she knows they exist. It's like, but you know they exist. Rolled cake with soup filling in between. There are too many pretty girls. Yeah. Fall off the boat, please. Level 100 craps are probably for the secret after post-game dungeon. Spring is alright. Spring is an alright season. Well, cheap bracelets, charms, and pendants are definitely a thing in Rune Factory 5. Alright, after this day, I'm just gonna call it a video because I'm getting it's 3 AM here. I'm kind of getting tired. It's the booze buddy. Did he ask, is the coast clear? I do believe that should be. The coast is clear. Yeah, let me go narc on him, because, you know, I'm... That's still a thing. That's not a thing. That's still a thing. Can't remember. Rice is still a thing. Chocolate's still a thing. Wine's still a thing. Flowers, oil, curry powder. I don't think rice dumplings are a thing. I think this is just called like sticky powder or something. This beach is definitely from Friends of Mineral Town. And you know what sucks about Rune Factory? Because Friends of Mineral Town, more Friends of Mineral Town was on the Game Boy Advance. So the whole playing a girl in a farming sim was already a thing. And it wasn't until Rune Factory 4 on the 3DS that we actually can play a girl in a Rune Factory game. Like, you can play a girl sort of, and I think number 2, but that's like the kid of the main character, and it's kind of a short post-game thing. And you can play a girl in, Oceans, but again, that's like a post-game thing. I'm just wandering around looking at stuff. I don't know where to get my hammer from. Well, when I do Rune Factory 3, it's gonna be the special edition, like the new one. Alright, plow more. Even though you're not planting anything, plow more. I think it's interesting of the little robots that are leaning into, like, the archway. But this town is very, very Friends of Mineral Town based. People are living in harmony. You have a fucking a rich person here. That's not harmony. These do look like meat. Like, I own the first Rune factory, but like, I kind of just wish that, you know, you could have just played a girl from the get-go. Because there was no really reason to make it dude only, and then make it dude only for as long as it was. Guy Latin. The guy Latin. He's my friend. Alright, I'm gonna go save and then I'm gonna sleep? Alright, are there actually books in the library that I probably should have read but I didn't because, well, you know. That's Paris. This is Paris. Guess Naka is a Christian alternative to Mist to go back to the early thing. Yeah, that sounds about right. See, another thing that changed in the Rune factories and I think the Harvest Moons and the stories of seasons is that you can grow crops in like any season, but they grow better in their own season. And like in some games they'll only die in winter. And then winter has its own crops. Press A button to harvest crops. The X button when holding crops to put in your backpack. The L and A buttons together to take items out of your backpack. When holding items, press the A button in front of a shipping to ship them. You can also press the B button to eat the crop. Don't press the B button. Don't eat your crops. You can ship anything you can hold, not just crops. Like, I assume it's like you get done with the puzzle and then there's like some sermon from the Bible and then some like Bible numbers. Cause that's like all the Christian shit I've ever seen played is like, that's how it goes, is like some sermon of like, and this part of the game, of the story is like this in Bible thing from something from Joe Schmo 3125. Once you harvest a crop, you can plant the field with the same single crop over and over. For example, once you harvest a single turnip crop, okay. And cucumbers just continually come back. Alright. Is this a new one? Ring allocation. L button. Okay, it is the L button. Left and right to select the item to allocate with the B button. With this you can switch between items such as hose, watering cans, and swords. L and X button together The X button allocation will appear. This is used specifically to allocate magic to the X button. L and X button together and a ring of the item you're holding will play. You can give this item to people in town. R button to dash. Okay, L and B. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I knew it was something like this. Noah's gotta put these pissed off animals to sleep. Not like that! And then X. Alright, I don't have any magic. Feeds rocks, branches, and stumps. Wait a minute, like, is this something else? Yes, it is! Oh, damn, it's one of those kinds. It's the every square on this bookcase is something, rather than this bookcase is just one book. Pharmacy, foraging, cooking, and decoration. I think it's called medicine later in later games. Alright, that's from brushing monsters. I like how communication comes from talking to monsters, if not to people. Like, okay. Alright, yeah, it's just the monster with the highest friendship. Yeah, you don't start getting monsters until you start growing fodder. Itch. But in later games, you can just kind of feed them like turnips, pickled turnips and stuff, and it just counts as feeding them. And you just leave them in your party, which, you know, that doesn't count as them being in the barn. Friendship Glove. In later games, it's the, in later games, to make friends with the monster, you just throw shit at them until they like it. Except for Guardians of Azuma, where you have to use the plum branch on them, and then after you murder them, they'll get up off the ground and be like, yo, you give me something and I'll be your friend. Presence of multiple items at one time. Remember, someone's gonna be the same happy as one turnip as all of your turnips. The Wisdom Tree games were kind of like that in part because they were just making an unlicensed game, but when Nintendo cracked down on it, they realized that Christians were the one market with their own stores that they could cater to, who would buy just buy stuff because it's Christian. It wasn't like they were doing it because it was their passion. Yep. Like, I've seen Saber Spark videos on some of the Christian shit, and like, wow. It is very low bar. Like, you do not need to put a lot of effort into getting money out of Christians. Cookies at the Spring Festival. Yeah. I think they, like, in other games, when you press the A button and someone walks away from you, you just put it on the ground and you can just pick it back up. So they already made unlicensed puzzle games, and then, yeah, they just reskinned them and threw Bible verses. Like, Rune Factory could be a Bible game. All I need to do is talk about some Bible shit about, I don't know, growth and fields and stuff and throw a Bible quote after it. Okay, that's for important items. Not all discarded items will appear here. Touching and charging. Start button and close the camp screen. AKA, we didn't know how to program it, so we just did that. Alright, are there anything else? Let me go talk to Russell. They can teach us about things that happened long ago. Ah, maybe, if they were written properly. Christ, like, why are the books so expensive? That's a common pattern in novels. How exciting! Amnesia! Okay. I guess the stone is the one you need to marry people, and you'll have to find it in, like, the, winter cave. There was a Christian Archie comic. Some guy who used to work at Archie started up a Christian press and managed to license the Archie comics, and it's just Archie characters talking about Jesus. Some of them might even have been reprints of actual Archie comics, not sure. My mom bought me some when I was a kid. I kinda miss Chick Tracks. Those things are funny as hell. Dragon Gods. Okay, here it is. Okay, see, because Natsume called her Ventus Will, Rune Factory 4 had to call her Ventus Will. Even though the names are Protogreed, Akunabit, Flakeseed, and Silzaweed. Protogreed from Proteus, Akunabit from whatever an Akuna is, Flakeseed, and then Silzaweed from Sylph. Last time I found a Chick Track was on the train going to Free Comic Day, so I knew the quality of free comics could only get better from there. All our legendary creatures. All of them are male except for Silzaweed. And the only reason we made her female was because we can do gross shit with her in the secret room. Like, show her human form. Why wouldn't they at least try to make the name sound plenty? I don't know why Natsume went with terrible Aquaticus, Firesome. I know the main bad of this game is the Earth Dragon, which is terrible. Which, it's just a bad name. Protogreed just sounds cool. Akunabit sounds cool. Flakeseed sounds cool. Silzaweed... it needs some work, but Silzaweed still sounds better than Ventus Will. Ventus Will sounds... obscene. Roll a bouty? this is less a condition and more a curse. A holiday when the weather is fine. Give thanks to the blessing universe. The delicious biggest bottle of the green light. Casper de Viviage. Like a lot of the garbage that goes on in the later games was done by Natsume. It's one of those, we have to be consistent instead of, you know, renaming it properly. They also sound plenty because it's a farming game, not just lazy faux Latin. I don't even think it's always bad to change things and look at it, but those are just, yeah, they're just boring. There's no, like, in the later games, they actually really don't touch a lot of the names at all. Like, in RF5, Ruka became just Rika. They changed Gideon's name, well, they changed Gandaj's name because Gandaj is, Indian for the mess. And they changed it to Gideon because the translator just really sounds like they just were bad at their job and just couldn't, they were like, oh, we couldn't write Gandaj in any way that, like, that people wouldn't mispronounce it, and, like, you just write it as Gandaj. You have so many other names that can be pronounced wrong, and you keep them as they are, but Gandaj shows up, and you're just like, we're just gonna rename him Gideon. Like, it just sounds like you just fucking hate Indian names. Like, it's not hard to type out Gandaj, like Gandhage. Maybe people are gonna pronounce it wrong. They're gonna pronounce Fuka's name wrong. That's for sure, and considering she's the 14-year-old fox girl that's always on her knees going forward and backwards scrubbing the floor, yeah, people ain't gonna call her Fuka. Let's see, who else's name? They changed the dragon names, of course, when they didn't need to because they weren't established until that game. They changed, Levashiron to Radia something, like, there's, like, Dark and Light. They completely changed her name because Livia is a shortening of Levishiron. Levia Shiron. And then they changed Radia, which is just, should it be Ledia? Because Livia and Ledia, like the two L names, like they're either both Rivia and Radia, or, you know, Livia and Ledia. They changed her to, like, Umbrea or something, Umbredia or something, because Umbra, and it's just, instead of, I think her full name is, like, Ladenia or something? It's just, you add 2 more letters to the name, and it's the dragon name, and you only hear it said, like, once or twice. Like, really? Why did you just change the names like that? They trying to bring them into, like, the other shitty naming conventions from Natsume? But Maya's my dragon name. What is the name? Yeah, it's Lydia, and she is... I know it's probably spoilers, but like, if you can't tell she's the dragon based on the fact that her human sprite has big horns and wings and a tail, you've missed everything. Okay, they don't actually have the full name here. They just only put the English name, which is... Ravadia, that's the full name, is Ravadia. Or Lavadia. Lavadia and Leshiron, or Leviashiron. Kinda sounds like Leviathan, but it's not. Anyway. Hang on, my bot just shat the bed. Why you shat bed? I really fucking hate to have to keep activating my bots on Twitch over and over and over again. Like, every other thing out there, it just lets me connect once. And then... Oh, Seribot finally showed up to the party. Anyways, yeah, it's just me ranting about stuff. Where'd my OBS go? There it is. Body is one of my favorite Monhun hunts. See, you can't use a sword without rune points. And then if you use your rune points up, it does your HP. If you run out of HP, you die. Everything about replenishing RP when proceeding. If you run out of food and anything and you just happen to be caught by an enemy, well, you're dead. Like, in later games, just a single attack doesn't use rune points. Old school Monster Hunter. Yeah. We changed all the fucking Monster Hunter names because, like, Crapcom. Like, Leolius and Leolia were perfectly good names. Because the Leo from Leolius is, like, for lion. There's like a lot of stuff in Monhun that doesn't make sense because they renamed the monsters. Oh, and the worst one is the one that they named to a fucking racial slur. Gyarios is the original name, and Gyarios just sounds fine. You could just call him Gary. Or just call it Gary. And some people are like, oh no, it's named that because of, like, the stone or whatever. I'm like, no, it's named that because it steals shit out of your steals items off of you. Not only is it a racial slur, it's like a fucking racial stereotype, too. I really wish Capcom would just rename it and say, we renamed it to be more sensitive and they get all the gamers going, oh, woke, 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 Capcom, blah, 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 but, you know. I saw it on the bingo card, and Rachel's stereotype. It's a Rachel stereotype, you know, the Rachel stereotypes. I don't know Rachel stereotypes. I only know my grandma, and yep, I don't think she was a stereotype. Vampire girls with wind powers. Fair enough. Legend of Grimoire. Grimoire actually shows up like Grimoire Dragon in RF5. God in the Messenger of God. You can hold and you receive amazing powers. Well, I mean, it's a mini dragon in RF5, so I guess. Anime tends to lead fastly, so it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I saw a post on how the first four episodes of Sailor Moon Super S was SS. They changed it right because they didn't think about it, but someone must have realized it and they changed it. The person was like, but they were calling ships SS for ages before the Nazis. Yeah, no one is complaining about the SS and in Pokemon. The world, log in, sign on, and then go in a coma and never be able to log out again. Alright, this is the Sex Empire that I believe it's supposed to be pronounced Zex. Because it's German, but it is sex in the Japanese, so you got a Sex Empire. Just random SS, yeah, best to change that, and they did. So that's a sign they didn't mean anything bad. Yeah, that's a whoopsie. Okay, these are the techno magica people. And they haven't succumbed to the might of the Noran Kingdom, which I think becomes important later on. The mystery as to how the Noran Kingdom has been able to fend off. I don't, it's not stated how they fend people off in the later games. Like, there's a lot of, lore that's just never stated. You have to read it in the books, or it's just, you read between the lines. These two things are the same issue. I am a very smart person. Screenshots on a DS? More likely than you think. Yeah, you get like some shit when you exchange stuff. Some enemies fascist, some enemies lefty, and there's an anti-Semitism issue in Japan too, but like Sailor Moon SS just sounds different than SSN. You know what the SS and SSN means. I honestly just don't know what the SS and SSN means. I think one of them might be ship. I don't know what the other S stands for. I know USS is United States ship. Super ship. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think there's a spell in this game. I'm not sure if it's in this games or it starts in later games where you can force people to greet you and their like levels go up. The love level will only rise for potential wives. The level for men, children, and older women won't go up. We fucking hate old women in these games. Yes, we do. If you're over 20, you're a has-been. Screw steamer or steamship. You could have said for men, children, and women that aren't potential wives. Like, when they say, like, keep courting until the level of the girl you want remarried, it just sounds super gross when they put it like that, because, one, you actually get a female protagonist, they don't say shit like that. They just stop being, like, super on-the-nose gross. It's like, I see what you did there, game. These is too many fucking people. And there's also monsters, which we don't have yet. Women that aren't potential wives. Where are they? I see nobody. No, those are the older women. The single mothers. The, you know... The leftover Christmas cakes. Your magic book. Yeah, like, the oldest girl I've seen in a Rune factory is 20. And your main character's supposed to be 16 or 17. The oldest male main character you can date and marry and have kids with as a 16 or 17 or possibly 18-year-old is 40. 4 fucking 0. You go in the shower, you've been playing too much Kojima. You got the Kojima slime on you. Lefty art gets co-opted if it's big enough, but some creators trying to be lefty all the same. Just the chuds try and say Japan is a conservative wonderland, and it's more complicated than that counterculture exists, but capitalism does try and ruin things. Alright, I think I just sleep now. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do. That's right, I can use the left menu. Cram this shit you found off the ground in your face. It'll be fine. That's the stuff that gets out is filtered for leftists as well, but similar to American politics, the old seem to have a death grip on power they aren't letting go of. And there's just a lot of, like, non-left stuff from Japan that just doesn't get brought over because it's not what the fucking otaku want. I was really surprised when the, what was the book name? My guild leader exiled me for being female or something. That's like the full title of it. The short title they used is like sexiled. Which was actually a decent series of books. It just has a shitty name that was in English. Which may lead to Japan being a conservative haven image and projecting stronger. Besides, Japan has socialized medicine that is of Satan. Of course. Although there is sometimes an anime where they do have like the, oh no, the medical bill is like so high. Like sometimes in fantasy or like alternative modern stuff. Shit, I'm about to die. We'll get there. We'll get plowing. Once I get my sickle, I can start hacking up them weeds. In later games, you can put withered, withered plants on top of a place you're about to plow and plow it into the field, and it will restore the life points of the field because, yeah, they added life points to the field eventually, which is kind of like, why would you do that? They basically just want you to do crop rotation. Give me my 9 coins. I mean, another thing is we don't see a lot of the feminism and all that stuff going on in Japan. That stuff just doesn't get translated. We only hear about how great and wonderful that One Piece guy is for supporting the other Kenshin guy. And we kind of just out of the side of our mouths talk about it's because Watsuki was almost arrested for hardcore CSAM. Or people just ignore the lefty themes, but Ikeda was an obvious example of someone who is a card-carrying communist, but even though she's huge, people just talk about the latest shonen battle show. The whole curtains are blue discourse encourages people to not engage with the themes and just enjoy the aesthetics and the action. Yeah, there's no politics to Gundam. What are you talking about, politics and Gundam? There's no politics in Grave of the Fireflies. There's no politics in Green Legend Ran. And none of that's political. It's just anime. It's just sad anime. Fuck Umaru's voice actor, speaking of Gundam. Yeah, I heard about that. Fuck him. And then they gave him one fucking line in the Quacks anime. Like, oh, you have to bring it back for the one line just so people know he's Amuru. Like, no you don't. No politics is Spirit Away or Mononoke or other Ghibli stuff. Spirit Spirited Away or Kamikaze is kind of a little bit harder to see, but Mononoke is definitely there, as well as Nausicaa and oh shit, Porco Rosso. There's no politics in Porco Rosso. He does get a big smack for, I think, The Wind Rises, which is like him, like, spooging all about Japanese planes or Japanese engines or something. The one that was used in World War II. And it's like, yep, no, that bad. You want to talk about peace and shit, but then you're talking about, a specific kind of plane or engine that was used in the war. Better be a pig than a fascist. Politics free check. Like my favorite apolitical band, Rage Against the Machine. Miyazaki just loved planes of war. You can't get in bed, it's only 2 p.m. Sounds like my sleep schedule. Oh, I woke up for 2 hours. I'm tired. It's raining. I don't have to do jack shit. Let me just peek outside. Yay, I don't have to water shit. Anyway, switch to powering down.
パワーリングダウン主様。
Let me drop a save state, cause that can happen. Oh hey, this emulator actually, you can insert a GBA ROM with its save on it, so you can do the whole Safari Zone in the Pokemon games. That you can play online, cause that's a thing. You're welcome. Thanks everybody for coming. I'm gonna try and play more of a Rune Factory. But I'm gonna try and keep playing it and not get burnt out like I do all these other games I start playing and it's kind of put down and
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, maybe. The movie maybe is supposed to make some commentary about how beautiful things are used for bad reasons, but I don't know, I didn't see it. Miyazaki isn't perfect anyway, but yeah, a lot of different themes in anime, but they will also be like, this isn't gay trends, because Japan doesn't do it, and then creators say, yes, we do. Like, Kaeruko is the author, Kaeruko da... Yeah. Kaeruko da is the author of Sexiled, Dragon Daddy Diaries, and, what is it? Is it on the other side? The Flowers Bloom or something? Flowers Bloom on the other side. Kaeru just straight up said, yes, they're gay. They're so fucking gay. As a matter of fact, they're also like in their 20s to mid-20s and on, because fuck that high school romance bullshit too. That's another thing I kind of just don't like about like some of the Yuri people are like, it's all like set in like high school. I'm like, you do know these are 17 and under, right? And you're kind of like sexualizing minors? Can we not do that? I know someone's gonna say, but Japan does it, like here it exists, but like that's just not good. Let them have their like not quite so sexual cutesy love, and you know, when they graduate and they're 18 and in college, then you can just ramp it up from there. Plenty of pubs around the station where I live will attest that Japan does do gay trans rights and they don't give anyone shit for it. Yeah, I remember that the opposite, the Japan doesn't do gay trans stuff, and then I've heard the opposite of, oh, Japan is so open and welcoming about gay shit. Just look at all this BL and Yuri, and it's like, yeah, no, not really. They're just capitalists and are like, just make money. Although I did say one big trans, like, march in Japan, and what bothered me is that it looked like it was led by a lot of white people that went to Japan, and I'm like, it kind of felt like maybe it was like they were doing what's the word? Not cultural appropriation, but like they were, you know, I'm white, I'm trans, and I'm gonna, like, go into your country and force my politics on you in my white American French way. And it just felt like they weren't letting the Japanese people lead the thing. Scientology program years back, and that got shut down a long time ago. AstroTurf Wreckers? Is that it? It's a place that has people in it, just like America. I know there's one site that also posts feminist stuff that happens, but, like, that's just one site. I really, like... Bring no work to me. But it just kind of felt, like, a bit disingenuous, because it was like, oh, hey, these are all white people from, like, the US, Canada, France. I think those are the 3 major countries I saw, and I'm like, that... Like, if I saw a bunch of Japanese people that were leading it and were like, hey, we were inspired by these, like, Americans, that's one thing, but when I see all these white Americans, I'm like, you just went to another person's country, and now you're just trying to change the rules your way? Yeah, bored expats. It just felt wrong, and it's like, you're doing something for the right... It's like a villain in a video game. Like, you got the right idea, but you're going about it the wrong way. Anyway, is there anybody on at 3 AM that I can raid? No. It appears that nobody's on at 3 AM that I can raid. Like, the only people that are on probably don't speak my language. Anyway, let's see. Sprout away. Switch to Sprout away. What did I call that? Come on, help me here. I gotta stop doing this thing where I just nest shit. That's not it. I gotta find out what it is, because I gotta remember it, because I'm bad at remembering stuff. Switch to Sprout away. No? Or is it because I have this open? Oh, okay, I see it now. Switch to ending screen.
Goodbye every sprouts.
There we go. I found it. I should probably just call it ending screen so I could be like, go to the ending screen instead of naming shit wrong. So, have fun, take care. Don't know when I'll be back because my schedule is actually kind of full of stuff. But if the mood strikes me, I'll probably be doing some Rune Factory. If I'm not in Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. Retranslating the script the way I want it to be. Because, like, they did a real lot of annoying things. But anyway, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.